The first step is to prime your eyes. I'm going to use the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and applying that all over my eyes. For this tutorial, I'm using the Viseart Tryst palette, and I'm taking this first shade that's in the palette here, and I'm using a flat shader brush from the line AOA Studios, and this is from shopmissa.com, and I will do a whole video on the brushes. For my crease, I'm going to take this light pink shade, and I'm using a fluffy brush to apply that into the crease and blending that out. And make sure you use a lot of that pink shade so it's very vibrant into the crease, and that way it peeks through when you apply the next shade. I'm going to take this dark purple shade and applying that onto the outer eye, going into the crease as well, and then meeting up to the inner eye. And I know it's like a little messy right now, but once you blend everything out and you wait till the end, it will come out really nice. So make sure you blend that shade out because the shade is a bit hard to blend out. I've noticed that. And you could pick up a little bit of that crease color that we used earlier and just use that color to blend out the harsh lines. I'm going to take this Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer and I'm going to apply that into the middle and cut that crease. Usually you'll see that people cut their crease all the way through from the front and back or like halfway, but you know, I've noticed some people would cut their crease in the middle and then just do like a halo effect. So once I'm done cutting that crease, I'm going to just blank out the middle part of my eyelid, and you want to leave the inner eye and the outer eye dark. Now I'm going in with this third shade on the third row, and I'm going to take a small shader brush and applying that right in between, and I'm gonna put in between the dark shade and where I applied the concealer and cleaned up in that area, but we're gonna put a lighter shade in the center. And if you feel like you covered up a little bit of that dark shadow, you can go back with your blending brush that you used to apply that shade and just deepen that up a little bit. So with this process, you do have to go back and forth in blending and also trying to meet up to your needs on how you want it. Now for the middle shade, I'm going to take a different brush that's not from AOA Studios. I'm going to be using the Sony Vegas flat brush, and I'm going to tap that on the middle of my eyelid. And I want to do a transition from the light purple to the white shade that we use, the frosty shade. Like I said before, you have to go back and forth with this. So this eye look, that halo eye look, you have to do it like in precise and have it the way it should look, like a transition halo effect, because if you just do just like the shade on top from next to each other, it won't look right if you don't blend it well. I didn't show it here, but I'm using the Inglot number 77 eyeliner, and I'm using a really small brush. It's like a really flat small brush from Morphe, and I'm going to line where my tight line is at and where above my lashes. I won't be doing a wing for this tutorial. For lashes, I'm using the Time Los Angeles lashes in SWAGNER, and I'm going to apply some mascara. This is the Fierce mascara from City Color Cosmetics, and the reason why I picked these lashes is because they're so dainty and cute, and like this is like a whole romantic look, so you want lashes that's gonna make your eyes, you know, fluff out and look really, really nice. After I'm done with all that, I'm going to apply some eyeliner, and this is the same gel liner that I use for the top. I'm using it in my waterline because I want that eyeliner to stay put and have it stay put all night. And then I'm applying the same dark shade that I put in my crease and also my inner eye and my outer eye for the lower lash line, and I'm going to blend that out. And the pink shade that we use in our crease, I'm going to take a angle brush and applying that in my inner bottom lash line. Don't forget to apply some mascara on your lower lashes. Now moving on to the face, I'm going in with the Kat Von D shade in Light Contour, and I'm using the middle shade to contour my cheekbones. And I'm going to move my hat because I don't want it to get dirty, even though it did. Make sure to move your hat if you're wearing one. And I feel like with a hat you can wear and get away with it, like for anything, if you have a bad hair day. So I'm going to take the first shade, the gray shade, and I'm going to deepen up and contour my nose area so that it can look smaller. For blush, I'm using the BH Cosmetics blush palette, and I'm taking this shade and I'm going to apply that on my cheeks. And then for highlight, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter, and I'm going to apply that with a fan brush. And I noticed that it wasn't giving me the highlight beam look that I love. And of course, like, yeah, it's a bit harsh to be applying a lot of highlighter, especially for Valentine's Day, but why not? Like, why not glow for the person that you're gonna be with, and like to the point like someone else's date is gonna be seeing you from far and they see your highlighter. Like, I don't know, but I just love highlighter, and I just feel like with this look it just goes with it. For lipstick, I'm using the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Lovecraft, and this lipstick, oh, it's so pretty. I love it. And after I'm done applying my liquid lipstick, or just a lipstick if you're wearing one, make sure that you clean up the edges of your lipstick because it just gives it more of a crisp, clean look. And especially if you're gonna be wearing red, you want to clean up. You don't want that all over your lips, like the side of your lips. That's what I meant to say. And yeah, this is my finished look. I hope you guys love this look. Leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and happy Valentine's Day, guys. See you guys later.